Happy Aloha Friday, Hulahans, and welcome back to the Maui Hotless Hulahan.
I love Hawaiians, bro. Weekly holidays. Come on. Who else but
Something to
us,
look forward
bro?
to
It really
every
is.
Friday. I mean,
We
it
got a
just changes
song.
the vibe in the room.
We got a song. It's Aloha Friday. No work till Monday. Shadooby-doo, shadooby-doo. I'm going to get hammered. That's what the song is. I don't get hammered anymore.
If you want to hire Johnny out for your next event, just please contact me.
Shadooby-doo.
I'll play as his agent, and we'll set him up for a couple hour show at your next cocktail hour.
92.3, 100%. The Hawaiian music station's going to play that song today. Every single Friday.
Every single Friday. That's the vibe. I mean, that's what people want when they come to Hawaii. That's what when they're thinking about Maui, when they are looking at properties on the website, probably when they're watching our show, they're thinking about these moments of just that relaxed vibe. I mean, TGIF just doesn't go as hard on the mainland. I mean, really, like Aloha Friday just saturates in your soul. I mean, even I feel it. I'm not even in Hawaii. Throw on my Aloha shirt. I'm like, this is great. It's Saturday here, but it feels like Friday. Let's go.
Bro, about 3 o'clock, man, just about every bar is going to be full. Guys going to be sucking them up, listening to some live music, laughing, and yeah, every Friday.
Let's throw it back at them, Johnny. What's their favorite Aloha Friday tradition? What's something you carry with you?
Heinekens and ukulele music, bro, down the beach, man. And what's funny, bro, is so we're a truck culture over here, right? And you will definitely see in parking lots, like guys get around the truck bed and they all kind of hang on it and they all kind of just suck them up right there and then talk story, It's kind of a classic, like what I think about, with bratas and stuff, going down the beach, maybe. Another big thing that's going to kick off tonight is like if you ever drive by any of our beaches, you'll see like 4 Toyotas and a bunch of really big ulua poles, right? Ulua is the giant trevally. That is our trophy fish for shoreline fishing. And that's another thing you're going to see. And once again, just another reason to suck them up, with all your bratas and just drink all night, go fishing.
That's called local camping.
That's
Can't kick me off the beach if I got the fishing pole in the water.
There you go, man. And some cool setups, you know what I mean? These bratas do it right. So
I'm impressed. I gotta say, very, very impressed. Johnny, one thing we are thinking about today is there's a lot of problems with no solutions. And there is a news story out about Kahana Bay, walls, beach erosion, and once again, we have a situation on Maui where there's a lot of finger pointing, there's a lot of problems, there's a lot of opinions, and now we're going on 19 years with no change, no solution, and no beach.
And it's not just Maui, dude. I watched, there's a series of homes on Sunset Beach, one of the best waves on the North Shore. And I watched where the county was stopping this guy from doing whatever he possibly could to protect his little house there, wouldn't allow any shoreline hardening until the thing finally goes into the ocean. And then I'm like, well, is that the solution now? Is to, like, we worship the earth, but we're going to let a house fall into the ocean? And then what is it? This guy's fault and he's got to pay for all the fixing? And, it's funny. It's timely, dude, because you and I, when you were here, what was it, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, we were walking along this very beach. We have a lot of footage. I don't know if we dropped that particular deep dive into Valley Isle, but we discussed these things here before. But this is just timely to see it pop up here today. So let's dive into it, man. Let's show them what we're talking about. So Maui Now, guys. Maui Now is a great place to go to find local stories. And then there's a now for every different island. But here we go. So kind of show some pictures maybe, Danny, just to give a little impact, man. What was it? I think they were showing Valley Isle or one of those.
There you go.
There it is.
It's an old picture.
It is. That's Kahana Keys right there, bro. Or is that the clubhouse?
Clubhouse doesn't exist anymore.
Oh. So local people or condo owners along this stretch of beach here. And the thing is that they're all hotel zoned right along there. So set up from our county is these are good places for people to vacation. It's been going on since 2007. And then the condo owners and one house owner got together, created a group called the Kahana Bay Steering Company or Group, and they did a bunch of studies, and that was 2017. And we had some other studies done in 2020. And then what did our state say in 2020 about hardening the beach, right? Because people build seawalls. And yet 2020, they stated seawalls are not a effective solution. And I get that because seawalls really do just cause the problem to go down to the next resort down the beach. Hopefully they have a seawall. And then quite frankly, seawalls are your protection against a constant saltwater ocean with huge waves periodically throughout the year, just beating it up. So they're a temporary solution. But this other temporary solution that we see at Kahana Bay, all these sandbags, right? We were down there. What's happening to the big sandbags?
They're all falling
Wow, they're
apart,
falling apart and they're going to the ocean. So
busting
it's
open,
it's
slippery.
amazing. It's amazing that our state officials or county officials are always pointing the blame at the condo owners. Like the condo owners got together back in the 70s and they decided that this was the correct place to build. No, everything has to pass through the county. Is it okay for us to build here? This is how far your setbacks need to be. This is where you need to build. So when they're saying, oh, it's your guys' fault, I'm like, yeah, but somebody that looked just like you that was in your position told them to do this here. So, I mean, there should be some shared accountability, right? And don't get me started on property taxes, Danny. I mean, why do we pay property taxes? You bought it one time. What are you doing with my taxes that benefit my home and my land?
Preservation
I
for
don't
the
know.
future. So it's very interesting. There was a comment in here from one of the representatives over on Oahu, and she basically said that all these condos need to do is just move back. So
there you
tear
go.
it down, move it back, and then everything is good. Well, there's no room here to do that. So pretty much you just remove it and you'd have oceanfront land and that would erode and then what? Then your next properties back are going to erode.
Well, so that's where I love my native Hawaiian culture. I do. I love the fact that we just observed nature and the earth and we literally learned to live within it. And I understand that portion of it. And yet we are a modern society as well. And I mean, I hear about the stuff that Australia does, for example, how they literally pump sand on the superbank to create this incredible wave. And that's how they deal with all the sand. So I get that that's now man getting involved. And it always seems like that's not a solution that's worth discussing here. It's always just let's get rid of the modern structure. And I just don't really, I don't know, man. I want us to be more solution based. And when you have an issue that's 20 years old now, it's like, man, is that effective?
Well, it's kind of interesting. It feels a lot like Bill 9 again, where there's one side that's, hey, we want to protect our properties, we want to protect the condos, and the other side is they just want to take the beaches away from us. They just want to take the public access away from us. They just don't want us to use it. They don't want us to be local. They don't want us to be Hawaiian. And I think you've experienced some of that, Johnny, where there's some reality to that. Your son has been yelled at for fishing on a public beach.
It's true.
Told he's not supposed to be there. So
People from the mainland don't understand, right? You cannot own a beach in Hawaii. Let me say that again. There is no such thing as a private beach in Hawaii. The state of Hawaii owns the beach all the way up to the high tide mark. So what's really interesting to me, Danny, is the state's actually getting more land. And at some point, a la Kahana Sunset, like technically they own that condo then. That's on their property. But now you're encroaching on me, condo owner. So that's why you need to move it.
So it's almost a bit of deflection onto county. Just let the state take care of it, but then the state brings in the Army Corps of Engineers, and it just kind of gets deflected and pushed back around. We're playing ping pong, and we're just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and nothing's really changing. Nothing's really happening. I remember, I mean, when that 2017 report came out, that was when I was first getting into real estate on Maui. I mean, that was a big deal. And everyone was like, oh, this thing's going to change. And, these condos are going to be great. And this thing's going to be awesome. And this is going to be a whole new property in a few years. And now we're, 9 years into this. And since that, and literally nothing's changed.
There definitely seems to be this fantasy that we can somehow live a modern life, but we need to go back to the Stone Age in terms of how we're going to live with the earth a little bit sometimes. I mean, I know that's a controversial statement, but it definitely feels that way. Like we have this fantasy of going back to a standard of living that none of us has ever experienced. And I mean, I understand that there's people that have been doing things for generations. I think that if we got native Hawaiian mana'o, which is understanding, knowledge, and we're able to come across the aisle and maybe start talking story with people that have some technological ideas and maybe some more modern solutions. I mean, I'd like to see those discussions happening. So just my little diatribe for the day.
Rightfully so. And I think at the end of the day, the majority of people want similar things. I think the unfortunate part about the disconnect in the culture in the world right now is the majority of people want preservation. They want beaches to use. They want access. They want people to enjoy. That's why people love Maui. That's why they come to Maui. That's why locals love Maui. It's a lot of love of the same thing. I think even with housing and the Bill 9, I think a lot of people would say, hey, yeah, these local people have been serving me for so many years in the hotels and the restaurants. Like, they absolutely deserve housing. This just doesn't feel like the best solution. But
time will tell.
Kind of goes on deaf ears. So that's what we're talking about. That's what we're looking at. That's what we're seeing. You have a bunch of different voices. You have from the Office of Conservation. You have the DNLR. You have the lawmakers. You have lots of different people with thoughts and feelings about this. And I think the state and the county is also scared of throwing money at something like this because they're afraid that locals will take it as they care more about the private property owners than the locals who get to enjoy the beach.
And let's just say it, a majority of vacation condos are not owned by local people. And that's really what's kind of the underlying grumble that happens. I understand the sentiment, and yet everybody has the same opportunities in life. Some people took them, some people didn't understand them. It just is what it is. I mean,
Johnny, shout out that local brother that left us a comment. What was it, last week? Owns a vacation rental condo down in Kihei.
Yeah,
He's been exploring some things on the show. People are doing
to see that. That's it, and maybe more local people that are doing it can start talking about it and helping others come up. Because, man, we're incredible hosts, right? I mean, that's where people lament now that, it feels like Maui's lost its aloha. And, I do feel like there's a younger generation that has more of like a biting, kind of scolding, kind of upset about the past. And, I understand it. That was a great, great injustice done to my people. It just was. Literally, like our whole country was stolen from us. And yet we cannot just live in that misery forever. I mean, other people have hard things happen to them. The Japanese, my grandfather changed his last name and said he was strictly Native Hawaiian to stay out of camps too. And we did that to Japanese people that lived here with us in Hawaii. They just, got up by their bootstraps and kept doing stuff, man. And I mean, that's the way to do it, my opinion. So I'm probably going to get in trouble, but that's how I feel.
That's how you feel. Your voice is heard. And so that'll kind of wrap up first part of our show, and we transition into...
First off, Danny, we got to give a little pigeon lesson, right? So the process that we're watching here is something that in Hawaiian culture, local culture, is called Bumbai, spelled Bumбye. And that means, we'll get to that later on. But Danny, you gave me all this work. Bumbai. That's it. Whoa, lots of rentals today, Danny. I already saw them.
So into the hot list, there's a few rentals on here today, and we've been talking about it for a while now, Johnny, that buying is not for everybody. In certain situations, it doesn't make sense, and it doesn't feel right. And sometimes the best is just to come rent something on Maui or just rent in general for 6 months to a year. Get your Maui fix, get your experience, decide if it's even for you. It might not be for you, and that's totally okay. We hear that conversation every week. Yeah, I love Maui. I love coming to Maui, but I don't want to live there. I can't see myself there. It gets boring. There's lots of different reasons that people express. Too far from the grandkids. The flights to the mainland are long. The healthcare. So sometimes renting makes more sense. And so we wanted to kind of drop a few rental options on you.
So Maui Lani, so this is probably in the older section, kind of the original section, but you're in a golf course community. It's a well-loved golf course as well. And this is what you can expect to pay for a standard 3-bedroom, 3-bath home with a nice yard. It's got some solar there. $44.50. If they're smart, they're including lawn care.
A pretty nice spot.
I mean, dude, decent rent too, man. I do feel that rents are starting to fall a little bit.
So something, yeah. I mean, 4,400 seems fair when you think about buying this place. I mean, 1,800 square feet in Maui Lani. You're probably 1.1 1.3.
Let's say 1.1. I'm starting to see some weird stuff. But even if we're conservative,
bigger square
that's
footage.
still an $8,000 monthly nut.
at least.
Yep. And there are AOAO fees at Maui Lani. They're small. I mean, probably what, $200-300 if I remember correctly. Nothing crazy.
Yeah, not much. Just
Yeah.
take care of the grounds, the garbage, that kind of thing. So
That's what's up. Yep. So here we
yeah,
go.
no,
So older home in Kihei. All right. Got a nice lanai, 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath. Looks all original, but still taken care of very well. Did I see any AC? I thought I saw a ductless there. Oh, there's some window units. You got some
those
AC.
window units.
$3,500, man. Smaller place.
$3,500 in
There it
Kihei.
is.
Another one in Kihei. This is like a
Yeah,
cottage.
it is. But it is a standalone. So you got the main house in the back. You got your cottage up in front. $2,980 because it is separate. 2-bedroom, 1 bath. So which one do you choose? You're so close with that other one for $35 for your own 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath.
There you
so,
go.
Options, huh? And here we go. Cottage in. This looks Kahului. Looks kind of newish, or at least redone. And another 3-bedroom, 2 bath. Small house though, man. Under 800
Yeah, this one's
feet.
kind of interesting. I mean, 4,000 for 700 feet seems a little steep on that one compared to the other one.
It is.
You got a whole Maui Lani 1,800 square feet for 4,400. This is 4,000.
And it's a rare day. So technically, these are the type of rentals that realtors like Danny and I can help clients with, because these are being advertised to other realtors basically to come and bring tenants to. But they just don't come up a lot. Like today's a banger day where I'm seeing like 4 today, whereas
I don't know
maybe
why
see
there's so many
4
today.
every 2 weeks. It was a trip, man. It's like, I don't know if it's all the same property manager, if it's that or somebody, but yeah. So here you go.
Really?
Another option. Bro, Wailuku Country Estates too, bro. And I think this is the smaller local neighborhood within it, but just a great location, man, outside of, quiet kind of Kahulu or Wailuku, but still 10 minutes into town. $4,500, man. That's a lot of house.
Very quiet. Yeah, 1,700 square feet. Just wanted to kind of bring to your attention some of those options for more of, I mean, these are house rentals, so we do see some condo rentals and those prices will vary, but for a house rental, for a family, bigger needs, there you go. Somewhere between $3,000 and $4,500 a month.
We've got your luxury too. I'll find you a place for $15,000 if you want it up in Laniopoko or Wailea. So we got it all over here, guys.
That's it, the whole gamut.
Look at that. They're willing to take HUD on that guy right there. Okay. Kenaleo, Danny's stomping grounds.
So interesting one, Johnny.
Right where we were at yesterday?
Yesterday, we dropped the deal of the week. 3 structures for 1.45. We talked about how you could sell off 2 of them, CPR. You get the cottage, the Ohana, for free. This is another unique option where there's 2 structures on the property for 1.5. So basically 2 houses. Hasn't been CPR'd. You could CPR this one too.
So the additional value here, and it's always tough to have some buyers recognize this, but this is 3/4 of an acre, right? So it's R2
This
zoning.
one's huge. Double
So
the size
maybe
of
you
the
could.
other one.
The other one was R2 zoning as well. So there's development opportunity here. But I mean, just the glaring fact that we're looking at much older structures for $1.5 million. So this is the classic Maui strategy. I start the price up here because it's easier for me to get the listing from you. And then I just badger you as I not sell it and continue to bring the price down. Would you agree that that's a common strategy here, Downey?
Extremely common strategy.
Yep.
It's about the only strategy we really see 96% of the time.
And I'm going to say that about 5% of the time it works. And I'll say that based off of like some stuff that I saw at Keonikai Villages, for example, right? I mean, setting bars with one, that went pending yesterday, right? Real quick time on the market, $200,000 over what maybe some others are selling in there, 150.
7 offers, 11 showings. Yeah, but the one next to it has no movement.
Right.
At the same price point.
And pretty similar conditions. So make it make sense. But that's also what happens when listings sit. When they're out there for a long time, people forget about you. Oh, Kealani Gardens. Bro, they've kind of kept their values there, man. This is a nice little vibey spot.
Held strong. Yeah.
Yeah. Cutie here.
Yeah, this one looks really good. Nice outdoor space. You rarely get outdoor space in a condo.
OG kitchen. Super convenient, man. I mean, you got everything around here. Giant food land, which is just super awesome. You even got a coffee bean. You got a Jamba. You got a Starbucks. You got a McDonald's. So I'm wondering, I was watching something today about McDonald's. This guy had a freaking burger that was like a year old and just like pristine. And I'm like, man, if I ate McDonald's more, would I be embalming myself? I wonder about that.
Random thoughts on the surfboard.
That's it. Is this how I keep my body?
Is that the secret?
That's
Is
it.
that the
Mickey
secret?
D's. Mickey D's has the secret.
Great. This place great for location. Downside, no garage. But you don't
Yard.
get garage in condos too much. But
No.
sometimes, some of these bigger kind of duplex sort of condos in the 800-900 range, you do. So trade-offs. But this one's cute.
Small kind storage there too, if I remember correctly. Like you get a little
This
storage
one.
closet.
Second time.
Yep.
How about this one, Johnny?
I mean, bruh, take me to Tutu's house, cuz. And great pricing right off the bat. Hit the map. Let me know where we're at. Okay, so we're at the bottom there. That one particular street.
Just down from town.
Man, so much good food around you there. Kauhu's store for poke. You got the good bali. You got the attic for coffee. I mean, you got all that. Bro, that's cute, man. Oh, this thing's going to get fought over. I'm saying event-based for the win. I'm going to say event-based for the win. I mean, look at that.
I don't think it goes too. It's not going to go too crazy, probably, but
no,
somewhere in the seven range.
There it is.
Nicely done up, some touches, little paint. I mean, it's got all the same features as that multi-dwelling that we just looked at Canaleo. It's just it's been painted up a little bit and thrown some cute carpet.
Look at your
tiles and
look at your mango tree, bro. Oh man! And what did they do? A little lanai out there that they just built there, a little raised area.
Raised bed. You got a covered carport.
Bro, that's your Nohana right
town.
there. That's your Nohana right there, cuz. Slap a wall on there.
There you go. Street parking.
Half bathroom, slap an outside garage. I think so too. We'll see. We'll see.
That one's pending by Monday for sure.
Parkside. So here we go. Started out at 509 because everybody else starts out there, and then we drift.
This is the one
This one's been around for a minute.
Rough shape, yeah.
They should have stripped that carpet out, right? Or it's just a bad angle, man. I mean, I like the new vinyl, but then I look at that and I'm like, oh.
What's going on?
What I always say, boil that buggerful soup right there, man.
So it's a 2-2. I mean, you got the bigger size. You got 830 square feet. Coming out at 509 was a mistake. 35, maybe. Is it getting to the price where people pull the trigger? Not sure.
So EL Parkside is very local. So I think you and I were having a discussion. I was like, locals don't live in condos, but I eat that again. There are places in central Maui that are very local. All of them.
That's it. Land up here in Ukamahame, Johnny.
So
CPR.
We're looking at 01 on the CPR or on the TMK up there. So that tells me it has been CPR'd. So you are buying, looks like the main house portion, although sometimes that gets messed up. If there's a 2 there, that would be typically the Ohana. Now, a lot of times you'll have an A, B, and C portion of a CPR for ag, and the C can only be used for agricultural purposes. You cannot put a legal domicile or a house to live on. So lots of action over here. Bro, I got to tell you, man, that place is showing off now that the county came in and took out all the trees and stuff, which unfortunately, a lot of homeless were kind of using it there. I saw some videos there where there was a guy that was in the back, and I guess like he was using it as a mechanic spot and had stacked like these cars on top of each other, and like you would cruise through them like they were an alley. Tripping.
Whoa.
Yep. So
fascinating.
That's all cleaned up now.
I always like this area of Maui, Ukamahame. It's beautiful over there. It's dry, though, and it's kind of inconvenient in some way. I mean, you're a long ways into Lahaina, which obviously had the fire, and then you're a pretty long ways into town. There's not much in Ma'alaya. So, I mean, Fortress of Solitude, you're kind of out and away from everything. Big sweeping views, but it's quiet.
The urban legend is Sammy Hagar had a home out there. But yeah, to your point, for sure, very, very quiet. So here we go, a little Kihei action coming out at 9,999, now dropping 10,000, smaller square footage.
This is the same hood.
So it's amazing to watch this. It's amazing to watch this market mature, Danny, because I remember stuff in the 9s would just fly. And now people are like, I could probably do better if I wait.
Isn't that crazy?
It is.
Not long ago, something in the 9s. I mean, people would go nuts over multiple offers. You probably go 100,000 over asking. Now, I mean, sitting 75 days, not even getting offers on this thing.
Dude, and Barthagen sent rates out yesterday. He's at 5.75. I mean, when you slap on the points, APR was like still 5.9. I mean, government loans right now, FHA, VA. I mean, you can buy down into the 4.75.
You're
But
still talking what, $8,000 a month for $1 million property?
dude, this is the interesting thing about buyers markets, and we are officially in one, is that it's a self-fulfilling prophecy and a doom loop sometimes, because as buyers say, man, I'll just kick back and wait, prices come down lower. The more they wait and don't sell, prices come down lower. So it's kind of fascinating, man.
Sure is.
Whoa,
look at this big boy, Johnny.
Kapoo, baby. So are we already reducing prices? We are. We already reduced 2.5 milli in 64 days. These
Wow,
are tough to price, right? I mean, you're right there, Kiavakapu. So this is that same location that we watched one sell off market right in the heat of COVID for 40 milli. And they ran that guy through an auction last year, and it brought what, 22 million, 20 million something or other?
Yeah.
Just took a bath. This one's way sweeter in my opinion, just for like Hawaii vibes, architecture.
Very Hawaiiana vibes, yeah. A whole lot of house.
Bruh, 8,000 feet
like a
almost,
back,
or 7,200.
It's like a back little structure. I'm not sure what that all is, but it's a
probably some
maids'
quarters, and you know what I'm saying?
Full-on compound, Kavakapu Beach. That is a beautiful property.
That's half an acre, too, on the beach, bro. That's a flex.
I mean, it seems
plus
like
two
decent
so
value.
We go back up. So what was it? It said plus 2.5, 2 half bath. Oh, just 2 half baths. I thought it was going to tell us about ancillary structures. All righty. Give us a call, guys.
Suites somewhere
Seems
in the back.
like this is the behavior we look for. This guy's ready to negotiate. Probably get it down to 19 for you. Come on.
Probably sub 20 for sure.
Right? All righty.
These
so
guys
2-bedroom, 2-bath. Yeah, million. They're fishing. But I get it. That's a beautiful. That's a front row. Second
front row
floor.
for 1-1.
It's nice shape too. It's not your typical Aston
no.
kind.
So you're off to the side on the Papakea side.
So you're sort of direct ocean.
Yeah. Got some original action.
These are all
in the
that
bathroom.
side typically is the ones that bring
it's off to the side.
Yeah.
1,150,000. They've come down 25,000 in 100 days. They're not super motivated.
Kaanapali Shores has really weathered everything fairly well comparatively to everybody else. I mean, it's just a classic condo-tel, always been hotel zone. Man, $2,700 for maintenance fees. One bonus, it includes everything, so your electricity is involved in there as well. But man, that's steep, huh?
So, I mean, just the reality is there's always some units in a neighborhood or a condo complex that are just not in the best location, not the best view, and that's just reality, right? You know that going into it. So resale, but a lot of people forget that when they go to resell it, but they got a deal when they bought it probably because it was in this location.
So the deals are in the stacks. Continues. Can we agree, right? Look at this guy, Pacific Terrace, Danny, with a big old pool right there.
Full-on compound. Get some views of the West Maui's.
So this is between Keonikai and Kilohana, that kind of beautiful space there.
Show you exactly where it's at, Johnny.
Oh, so
there
it's
you go.
Other side of Keonikai there. Gotcha.
Nice looking. They definitely updated this thing.
Yepers.
So 4.3, 2,800 square feet.
Agreed. And I don't know. That location I'm still not seeing.
Ohana Cottage, 1.8.
1.7s-ish, maybe.
Pender here.
Yeah. Beautiful pool. Oh,
it's a nice looking one too.
Going.
Actually updated, got some views.
So we'll see what it closes at, right? I mean, they threw it out there at 2.295, sat on it for quite a few days. Here we are, 2.125. And is it Wailea Palms that's always been residential only? Yeah, there you go. Or condo association won't allow it. So
this one in Makawao, Johnny, moved pretty quick.
She moved. Yeah.
Quarter
acre.
Got
the attached Ohana there.
1,200,000.
Yeah.
Seems value.
A little bit of a compoundy.
These guys still moving
there, huh?
Ma'alai's a vibe.
Ma'alai's kind of moving.
If you like it, you love it. And if you don't like it, you never go there. And the people that like it, they love it. That's just how she goes. This
what
is
your favorite complex?
Let's say this is one of them for the grounds. I mean, look at this. This grass This grass is perfect. It's
Okay.
cut to golf
Because it
course
is all
height.
super
It
lush
is
green, yeah.
so nice to lay on, to sit on, lounge in those chairs, the pool, the barbecue. I love all of that about
Pristine.
this complex. What I don't really love is the units. The units themselves are, I don't know, this whole kind of 2-story upstairs, downstairs, not closed off second bedroom is kind of wonky to me. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of that
It's that loft
personally.
style, huh?
Some of the like all on one level, right? So fourth floor they have
Agreed.
this style.
Agreed.
Third floor, second floor, first floor, you're gonna have more traditional all on one level, 2-bedroom layout. They're kind of small though. For me, I'm more of an island surf guy, probably because I live there, but that's more my vibe. Or next to it, Maui Banyans. I also like that one. Still
Love it.
moving.
There it is. Twin Towers bringing the expertise. That's it, Danny. The happy Aloha Friday edition.